One of the things that really attracted me to this profession, to this doing of the craft of acting, was the fact that it gave me the opportunity to overcome a fear, a very real and almost tangible fear that would happen for me right before I walk on stage for any cue that I might have in a particular play. It's like I'm standing right there at the wings, in the dark, nobody's seen me yet, and this fear builds up in me. Oh my God, what am I going to do? How did I get myself into this situation here? I have to go out there and I have to perform. I have to be a part of something larger than myself, and people are depending on me to do that which I've been rehearsing for weeks and weeks. And that, dear friends, is a fear that to me was both a curse and a blessing. I wanted to do it. It's a wonderful thing once you get out there and get past this fear. And I like to compare it to sort of walking through very thick humidity, wherein like at Labor Day, like at Cherokee holiday or something like that, you know, when the humidity gets so hot and you just barely move down the street, you know, and you wonder how the people go down the parade ground, you know, it's just, in any case, there I would be standing in the wings, waiting to go on, deliver my first line, and everything just kind of slows down to slow motion, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so hard to get out there, and you're waiting. Ooh, that cue comes and you've got to move a little faster, get out to the middle of your stage and hit it, and hopefully you hit your light, and then you say, your pizza's ready. Or some such line like that, you know? But therein it starts. It's kind of like playing music. It's like those of you who play music or do anything, really, it's like whenever you get into the pocket. When you get into the pocket of playing music, or when you hit the sweet spot with your golf club or tennis racket, it's just such a feeling of exhilaration that, oh my God, I love this. And it's not so much the attention that an actor or myself get on stage, it's just that absolute feeling of being a part of something larger than yourself, and everything is moving so smooth and just winding along the trail like a well-oiled snake, you know, it's great. That's what made me fall in love with doing the acting craft itself. Then comes the professional part of acting. I was really afraid, again, I must have a problem with fear here, but in any case, or an affinity for it. Then came the time that I have to admit to not only myself, I want to tell people that, hey, I, Wes Studi, am an actor. I want to say to the world that, hey, look at me, I'm an actor. And then all your friends who have known you for ages, they look at you like, yeah, yeah, you're an actor, right, sure, okay. And so therein begins to build a fear of failure at that point. I've done, say, 2 educational projects in Nebraska and in Oklahoma at that point, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and tell people that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go out to Los Angeles and give it a shot. Oh, holy mama. What if I go out there what if I go out to LA and I give it a shot for as long as I possibly can and nothing happens for me? How am I going to come home to people who are going to say, oh, big time actor, come home, did you? What, do you want a job in my lumber yard? These are all the fears that I dealt with at that point in time, but once I got to Los Angeles, it's a matter of what do you have to have in order to do some business in this particular profession? First, at that point, we didn't have cell phones, remember? It was that far back. And I know some of you in here probably can't remember those days, but that was the case. So the thing you have to have is a telephone and a place to put it. Some sort of roof over your head. I don't care how big it is, how small it is, how comfortable it is. You have to have a place like that so you can contact and be contacted for work, that kind of thing. In any case, I did that. I sort of forgot about the fear in just the whole process of surviving while I'm looking for work, that kind of thing. Well, at that time in Los Angeles, there was a wonderful organization there called the American Indian Registry, and it had been started by the late Will Sampson and Jay Silverheels. And what they did for newly arrived people in Los Angeles who had the same idea as myself was they published a book of native talent, people who were trying to get into the business. And they made pictures for you, and more importantly, what they did was they put you in contact with agents who were looking to represent clients, and so they were able to get me an interview or two with agents, and some said, okay, right, that's, you know, you look all right, this and that. And finally, I found one. Got an agent to represent me. Wonderful, great. So what do I do now? Can I just sit back and? No, you have to begin to prepare. I know it's a cliche. I know it's a total bothersome cliche, but they say that success can be called the crossroads of preparation and opportunity. Well, that is totally the case in show business, in my experience, and a little bit of luck doesn't hurt either. Absolutely does not hurt. And then you have to begin to sacrifice. And the sacrifice was that I, at this point, am thinking, hey, I'm here in Hollywood. I've done 2 educational films back in Oklahoma, and I'm ready to work for anybody here that's making a huge motion picture, you know? Well, they don't see it that way. You know, if you haven't done anything in Los Angeles, New York, well, that experience is probably not going to serve you very well here. Because it didn't happen here, you do it here, you have no track record. Okay, wonderful, I got lucky. Opportunity and preparation. And the preparation being that I also signed up with a lady there who was giving acting lessons, where